Om Shri Sai Ram. I welcome everyone who is watching us today. We have so many inquiries, requests to show you once again how to enter a meditative state. The basic principles of meditation. This joint meditation is intended to show you how it works and provide a solid basis for your independent practice. Now, let's sit up straight. Sit so that you feel your spine is straight. It is very important to avoid excess tension within your body. There should be just as much tension as needed for you to realize that you sit straight. When you sit straight, you feel that your shoulders are lowered and your hands rest on your knees or thighs. Do not lean forwards or backwards, to the right or to the left. The spine, your spiritual core, the altar, is stretched upwards. It won't be as straight as an arrow because it's S-shaped, but you can feel that it's straight and your posture is correct. Keep your chin parallel to the floor or slightly higher. It's necessary to avoid muscle tension in the neck. The cervical spine is very narrow. Energies have to struggle their way through it. So if your neck muscles are excessively tense, you must learn to relax them. For this, you can slightly lower your head or tilt it back. Feel your muscles and try to relax them. You can tilt your head to the left and to the right. Create the conditions for muscle relaxation and the energy will flow easier. It's very important to avoid any tension in your chest and abdomen. Breathe naturally. To enter a meditative state, it's important that your body makes no obstacles for you. Many people can't get into a meditative state at the first try, and even at the 21st try. It's because they don't manage these processes. These processes are related to your psyche, to your mind. They are related to the 5 energies that make up this body. They are related to the excess tension and your nerve endings. This is why we teach the basics of body energization. Thus, through the transformation of your body, you will be able to enter the state of deep immersion and unity. It happens when you control prana, when you control energy and the elements, when you reprogram your consciousness, and through awakening your neural connections, through constructing new neural pathways, you develop the right responses to everything in your brain. You learn to use your psyche and psychology to your benefit, avoiding their negative impact. To enter a meditative state, I repeat, you should learn to manage the processes that cause excess tension, that involve nerve endings response, including your conductivity. The conductivity of your body is responsible for the flow of energy. When energy flows freely, you can assimilate it. The more energy, the more opportunities. Then you can immerse in peace and quiet beyond the confines of the mind. This is what is called meditation. Now, hold your chin parallel to the floor or slightly higher. Gaze upwards with your eyelids closed. Look into the space through the center of the forehead. This is very important. It's the basic principle. Your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is relaxed, your abdomen is relaxed, the back is stretched up. It will be easier for you to sit if you put something underneath you to sit higher. It's allowed to sit on a chair while meditating, but when you enter a deep state, you run a risk of falling off of the chair. So it's best to get accustomed to sitting on the floor. You can put your legs as comfortable. You don't have to sit in half lotus in Siddhasana. Of course, it would be great to sit in full lotus, half lotus, Siddhasana. But if you can't do these positions, don't worry. The realization happens within the divine cave, within your spine. Ease the excess tension and try to feel your body temple. Maintain your attention on the forehead. Look into the space on the other side of your closed eyes. During the entire session, while you consciously keep gazing upwards, while you look into the space through the center of your forehead, detachedly, it's important to watch the changes that take place in the head. When you look upwards, you enable a greater inflow of the life force. When you look upwards, when you consciously keep gazing upwards, you activate special centers in your brain. When your eyes are in the correct position, when you keep gazing into the space on the other side of your closed eyes, focused on your forehead or the point between the eyebrows, your right brain is immediately activated. Your right brain is responsible for intuition. It's your divinity. Your left brain is known to be responsible for your logic and outer actions. I also think that the left brain has awareness of what the divinity gives you. It happens when you take conscious effort to energize your brain and activate interhemispheric connections during practice. Thus, your brain is renewed. It transforms itself. Practice enables you to perceive ever more subtle radiation and be aware of how it impacts you. It brings you energy and information. Keep gazing upwards. Feel the forehead, surface of your head, back of your head. What does it mean to feel? You know the sensation of the forehead. You are accustomed to the sensation. You have touched your forehead, your face many times, which left a certain impression on you. What you are recalling as the sensation of the forehead is quite enough now. Participants of the seminar know that we offer special energizing practices for all body parts, including face, forehead, the surface, and back of the head. This way, when we work with these areas, awakening greater awareness at the level of neural connections, at the level of nerve endings, we can easily focus or feel our body parts. Feel the forehead, surface of your head, back of your head. At the beginning, it may be hard to feel these three areas simultaneously, but by instantly switching between them, your brain will feel them all at a time. It's possible due to the rapid switching of the brain, indicating its development. Feel the forehead, surface of your head, back of your head. Feel the shoulders, your shoulders and both of your arms. Feel both of your arms top down. Feel your chest and abdomen. Feel the neck and upper chest, blades, and torso. Feel the hips, your pelvic region, the lower spine, the sacrum, the lumbosacral spine. Feel the thighs, knees, feet and toes. It's important to feel all body parts equally. Why is it important to feel them? When you practice meditation, particularly body energization, to gain the transformative power, by accumulating your entire power in the spine, in the divine cave, you can equally allocate this power from the spine, from the divine cave, to all your body parts, and for this, you must feel them. Therefore, you can transform this body and make it healthy, because this practice is a perfect therapy. You can improve your physical health, transform your cells and atoms. It all depends on the level of concentration. This is why we learn to feel all parts of the body equally while being strongly focused on the entire length of the spine, on the forehead and back of the head. During today's practice, I'll explain how it works. Now, feel the entire body temple. Feel the forehead, back of the head, an entire length of the spine. Feel all parts of the body equally, but focus more on the forehead, back of the head, and spine. Keep gazing upwards. Look into the space on the other side of your closed eyes, through the center of your forehead, through the point between the eyebrows. Now, it's important to work with the tongue. The tongue is an important part, or organ. It must be rolled back. This position of the tongue is not really comfortable or comprehensible. However, when you consciously move the tongue backwards, you'll feel changes in the body. The more often you practice the basic Kichari Mudra principle, that involves curling the tongue back, stretching special nerves attached to the medulla oblongata, the more opportunities there are for you. Raise your tongue and move it over the upper palate, curling it so that it points to the nasopharynx. Feel how the root of the tongue is stretched. Imagine that this is your tongue. You raise it and curl it back. You feel how the root of the tongue is stretched. This would be enough. When you consciously hold the tongue in this position throughout your practice, when you consciously fix the gaze at a 45-degree angle and look into the space on the other side of your closed eyes, you attract more and more opportunities. This work is done by your superconscious mind, by your subconscious mind, and by your ordinary consciousness, or mind. Gaze upwards. The tongue is rolled back. Feel the forehead, back of the head, the entire length of the spine, the whole body temple. Learn to feel your forehead, back of the head, spine, and the whole body temple. Learn to feel all your body parts equally without losing concentration. Keep focusing on your forehead and back of the head. At the beginning, it's difficult to feel the entire length of the spine, but during the practice you can foster the sensation. If you practice regularly, you will notice rapid changes. What you essentially need to get into a meditative state is to do body energization techniques. You need to energize your body to stop being dependent on corporeal programs. When a person sits down to meditate, various emotions, thoughts, and body reactions overwhelm him or her. It happens because you activate prana, the life force, that consists of 5 types of energy: prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. You also activate unconscious programs, body reactions, and so on. On the one hand, it's necessary for the release of the same. On the other hand, these programs prevent you from entering a meditative state. So during this practice, your task is to learn to develop high concentration on your spine, forehead, and back of the head, to feel all your body parts, to be aware of all changes that take place. It doesn't matter whether they let you meditate or not. It doesn't matter whether they are pleasurable or painful. We perceive all changes as the divine manifestation. In this way, we set up our mind for complete acceptance. Any tension in your body causes tension in your mind and vice versa. Therefore, your task is to be a witness. Keeping your eyes raised and your tongue rolled back, look into the space. Be aware that every change in your body that you feel right now, whether pleasurable or not, is triggered by the activity of prana, the life force. Prana is active. It is present here. You are in the body. Your body is the manifestation of your supreme presence. This body temple is an expression of the divine presence. This is why it has various reactions. We can sense, see, and hear. Sensation, vision, hearing. When looking into the space, you can notice various changes. Learn to perceive them as the outcome of the activity of prana, the life force. When trying to meditate, you can hear different sounds that seem to divert you from practice. But if you realize that all sounds are or om, you can enjoy them. When your body feels the pain, chill, warmth, heat, or cold, all these vibrations that stir your mind are the outcome of the activity of prana, the life force. So every change in this body is for your benefit. It originates from on high. When we perceive it this way, it's easier for us to get detached from whatever's going on. This is how we work with the mind that gradually gets accustomed to the idea that all changes that take place within the body originate from on high, that they are the outcome of the activity of prana, the life force. Now you can already feel that you have calmed down a little. This is because you tried to keep gazing upwards. You are getting closer to that special state, your intuitive component, because you are centering the energies. Meditation involves balancing the energies. Meditation involves getting beyond the activity of your right and left brain. Meditation involves establishing good interhemispheric connections. Meditation is a state beyond the mind, beyond the body. It is more than simply concentrating on emptiness. Meditation is an ability to transform the all-pervading emptiness. When we accept all changes that happen in the body, in the mind, in all the bodies, we see one presence. That's what meditation is. Now, put your hands on the back of your head without pressure. And try to feel your body temple in this position. Intertwine your fingers and place your hands on the back of your head. Try not to apply pressure to the back of the head. Everything that we will do now is linked to our transformation and work with the superconscious plane, through which we influence our subconscious mind and ordinary consciousness. When focusing and using our mind as a tool, you are able to awaken sublime qualities. We achieve this by using special Kriya techniques. To succeed in what we are doing now, we must consciously turn off and take control over the 5 basic senses. Gazing upwards, remaining aware of all the changes that take place within your body and feeling all parts of the body equally. Try to feel your forehead, back of the head, and the entire length of the spine more intensely. Keep your eyes looking up into the space through the center of the forehead. Don't try to find or see something there. Your only purpose is to keep looking upwards. The correct position of the eyes will enable you to enter this state very quickly. Put your hands down. Try to feel the subtle processes that are taking place in the body right now. Your mind may habitually remind you that something aches, goes numb, that you need to change the position and whatnot. Your goal is to be a witness and observe what is going on. If some part of the body aches, you can relax it. You can stretch your leg out to soothe the ache, as now it's more important to understand the principle. Gradually, as you get more successful in meditation, you'll be able to work with these energies beyond the confines of your body. It's vital to realize that this body is a bundle of all forms of energies. That's why when we use this body as a tool, we work with all forms of energies. Holding your gaze up, move your tongue a little farther back. Feel the forehead, back of the head, and spine. It's very important that you learn to feel your forehead, back of the head, and spine. It's your way to success. Eventually, you will attain realization. Those who don't control their mind nor feel can't enter the deep state of peace and quiet. Their mind just won't let them do it. All methods that you know, observing your breathing, candle gazing, focusing on one sound, are only external work that ultimately prevents you from entering your internal, spiritual being. In any case, you will have to educate your mind, to calm down and immerse it in yourself, and to be aware of your true nature while staying there. This is why I show you the methods that help take control over your 5 senses: vision, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. For this, you keep gazing upwards and feeling your forehead, back of the head, and spine. You consciously hold your tongue rolled back and focus on the forehead, back of the head, and spine. When practicing, you feel all your body parts. You augment your power, you enhance your capabilities. You open up new opportunities, and the more intensely you concentrate, the faster you'll reach your goal. To shorten the distance between our mind and body, We continuously feel all our body parts equally. We feel the forehead, back of the head, and spine. In Kriya, immersing one's mind in the spine is the key to realization. This is not just a region of your physical spine. It's how you incorporate your consciousness into the vessel of transcendental power. It's an opportunity to enter the spiritual dimension, where you can face your higher self that you have always been. Through the powerful energization of the spine, scientific methods of concentration can help you shut down the 5 energies that feed your 5 senses and to enter samadhi. This you do yourself by means of strong energization, hence concentration. Raise your arms up and spread your fingers wide. Try to feel your body temple in this position. We learn to be aware of all changes that happen in this space, within and without. The space is unified presence. Whether you realize it or not is just a matter of time. Its presence from head to toes. Presence that is an expression of all changes that take place in the body. Presence that is all in all. Whatever we see, hear, and sense can be perceived as the supreme presence that has externalized in the flesh. You can see changes in the space. You can listen to the vibes and ultimately to or Om. You can also feel the vibrations of light and sound within your body that take shape of various changes in activity of prana, the life force. Relax your fingers, hands, forearms, and shoulders. So, I'll show you how to sit correctly for entering the meditative state. Relax your shoulders, relax your chest, relax your abdomen, relax your hands and put them on your lap. The top of the head reaches up towards the sky, the chin is parallel to the floor, or slightly higher. Gaze into the space on the other side of your closed eyes. The tongue is rolled back. Breathe naturally. Sense all the changes as the activity of prana, the life force. Whatever is going on in this body temple within you in the space, it happens for the good. The correct geometry, the correct position of the body awakens special qualities in you. We call them the 5 Vedic pearls, the 5 Vedic values. The proper attitude to your body and the correct posture awaken the 5 Vedic values. Deliver you from every sinful reaction that was recorded in this or previous incarnations within the consciousness of your body. When delivered from your sins, you change your destiny. You naturally awaken the qualities that remove the darkness. Intense concentration, correct posture, and proper attitude help you effortlessly awaken your intuition. The key to realization is this principle: we are what we think. We turn the mind to the divine presence. Whatever I see and sense, whether pleasurable or not, I perceive it as the divine presence. I learn to perceive everything non-judgmentally. Without pondering it or trying to understand. Without any mental effort. I accept everything that happens with this body, with this consciousness within the body. I accept all the changes that are taking place in the body right now as originating from on high. I leave out all reactions of the mind that might occur that are programmed within the body, because everything happens for the greater good, and thus there is nothing to worry about. I perceive all events that occur within and without in their entirety. I trust all processes. This is what your attitude to what's going on with you should be like. Don't try to escape what's happening with your body, wishing to get into the meditative state as soon as possible, but accept all the changes and learn to feel, to perceive everything as one presence. Immerse your consciousness deeper in the sensation of the forehead, back of the head and spine, in the body temple. Raise your arms up and spread your fingers wide. Slowly squeeze and stretch your fingers. Do it consciously, as if you were doing it for the first time. Maintain concentration on the forehead, back of the head and spine, on your whole body. Observe your sensations that are arising right now. While consciously gazing upwards, feel the presence of prana, the life force, that enables you to act. Bend and straighten your elbows, while squeezing and stretching your fingers. These are simple actions, but when you immerse your consciousness in what you feel, remaining present in what you are doing, these become special actions that energize your body. The divine power is where your attention is. Turn all your attention, every reaction of your mind, to the holy presence. There is nothing but one presence. Everything you feel is Him, the One, the Almighty. Everything you are aware of is Him, the One who has given you this awareness. Everything you hear and see in the space on the other side of your closed eyes, perceive it as His presence. Put your hands down. Return to starting position. Straighten up your spine. The top of the head reaches up towards the sky. It is very important to feel the forehead, back of the head, spine, and the whole body temple. Feel all your body parts equally, more and more intensely. When highly concentrated, you create conditions for the powerful energization of the body. Your body temple and the space are one. The space is one presence. The entire space is compacted energy that has revealed itself in the flesh. This energy has condensed itself in the form of a body. Keep gazing upwards and bring your tongue a little farther back. Feel the body temple more intensely. Perceive the body temple as a deeper sensation and immerse your mind in the spine. This body temple is the Creator's temple. The spine is the altar. Perceive the brain, medulla oblongata, and spinal cord within the spine as one whole, as a sacred storage of energy. This is the divine cave, the divine storage. All radiances emanate from this divine storage. All radiances, all elements that we receive from on high to sustain our life originate from this storage. This body temple is the Creator's temple. The spine is the altar. Our body temple consists of organs and systems. It consists of cells and molecules. It consists of atoms. It consists of the 5 interacting energies that make up our body. In their essence, the elements forming this body, the 5 energies, are prana, the life force. Prana is more externalized transcendental power, or power of the spirit. The Spirit and the Creator are one. We can perceive the sublime idea of the presence from head to toes through everything we sense, see, and hear. The Creator is all in all. Kriya is an action that we perform on our path to the ultimate goal while being completely aware. Kriya is an action that we perform on every plane. The higher the awareness, the more opportunities. An action performed on all planes is one that incorporates several forces or energies. They are physical force, electrical force, magnetic force, and spiritual force. When performing an action, you impact all the planes. You attract all these forces. Intertwine your fingers again and place your hands on the back of your head. Gently rotate your hands in circles to the right, in a clockwise direction. Feel the back of your head. Your eyes are gazing upwards. Feel the changes. Keep focusing on the forehead, back of the head, spine, and the whole body temple. Now the other way, in a counterclockwise direction. Once again to the right, clockwise. Observe the sensations that are arising right now. Pull your spine higher. Bend your upper body sideways to the right. Feel your lower, middle, and upper back. Feel the spine in the center, its entire length, if it is possible for you right now. Do not apply pressure to the back of the head. Do not lean forwards or backwards. Return to starting position. Stretch your spine even further up. Bend your upper body sideways to the left. Feel your lower, middle, and upper back. Feel your spine in the center. These are not simple actions. They involve many mechanisms. Later you'll understand what it means. Now just feel it. Gaze up, tongue back. Return to starting position. Very slowly. Bend backwards. Stretching your spine further, bend backwards. Feel the lower, middle, and upper back. Feel your spine in the center. Feel all parts of your body equally in this position. Breathe naturally. Return to starting position. Lean your upper body forward, lower your head. Do not apply pressure to your neck and back of the head. Bow forwards as low as you can. Don't try to bow very low. Just feel it avoiding any pressure. Very slowly. Stretch your spine even further up. Put your hands down. Try to feel your body temple. You can notice changes in your body. Now you sense your body temple somewhat differently. The sensations have slightly changed. Something changes each time. There are changes each time. Now sit with your legs straight. We are going to work with the energy that is externalized in your legs. Your goal is to change your attitude to the body. It will enable you to enter the state of peace and quiet beyond the confines of the mind and body. Tense your thighs and calves. Point the toes towards the body. Feel the tension in your legs, half strength. Your hands rest on your lap, relaxed. Try to feel what you call legs. This is energy shaped as your legs. Point your toes away from the body, toward the body, away from it, toward the body. Circle your feet clockwise or counterclockwise. 3 times clockwise and 3 times counterclockwise. The back remains straight, in the opposite direction. Regular practicing will enable you to enter the state very quickly. You will calm down quickly. Some may notice it even now. Curl and uncurl your toes. Consciously keep gazing upwards and holding the tongue curled back. Fully relax both legs. Feel your body temple from head to toes and backwards. Perceive everything you feel as the almighty power manifested in the flesh. Slowly return your legs towards the body. Return to starting position. I remind you that we are practicing body energization that is required to rewrite our corporeal programs and, by generating powerful magnetism, gather all the energy and consciously channel it to the spine. By doing so, we draw the energies away from the 5 basic senses. This is a scientific approach to concentration that helps us enter the state beyond the mind. beyond the personality, ego, and this body. There are no processes that could prevent you from doing it if you are able to immerse your consciousness in the spine. All changes and events that occur in your life, both within and without, favor your practice. If you think that there is something in your way, it means your attitude is wrong. When you want to sleep, there are no obstacles for you. You just fall into sleep instantly. Even the outside noise won't trouble you because you are very tired. It happens because your consciousness retreats to the hindbrain. Your nerve endings turn off and become dormant, inactive. Energies that feed your corporeal programs, the visual center, auditory center, smell and taste follow your consciousness in its retreat. By drawing away the energies feeding your five senses, you can immerse deeply into yourself. Normally, when you sleep, you don't immerse into that state consciously. You lose awareness and lapse into sleep. In meditation, you do the same, but you do it consciously. Scientific concentration is a means to generate powerful magnetism in your spine. It has to do with your transformation and your consciousness. It's because you get wiser. Thus, by awakening the knowledge given to you from on high, by awakening these qualities, you become the owner of all this. Meditation is not just about knowing something, it implies putting it to good use. It's about owning. To own means to control. Whatever controls you makes you weaker. When you are the one in control, you get wiser and stronger. When you understand the processes that happen within and without, you take control over them. Essentially, meditation is an ability to go beyond the confines of the mind and learn to control prana, the life force, at the same time. Here, the breathing is also involved. The more intensely you concentrate, the more steady and quiet your breathing gets. Eventually, the breathing stops. When your breathing is quiet, your mind is quiet too. When your mind is turned towards the divine, your breathing gets calmer. You stop emanating the radiances that deprive you of prana. Meditation involves control of prana. The supreme practice of pranayama involves control of prana. Pranayama is the absence of breathing. The supreme Kriya pranayama is the breathless state. Keep your gaze upwards and your tongue rolled slightly farther back. Feel the forehead, back of the head, spine, body temple. The Creator is all in all. Kriya is practicing the presence of the Creator from head to toes. Perceive the changes that are taking place in your body as prana activity. Perceive them as His holy presence. Gaze up, tongue back. Lower your head. Rotate it clockwise, very slowly. When you are consciously present in your practice, you energize your body, because the divine power is where your attention is.
Где ваше внимание, там божественная сила.
Rotate it the other direction.
Вы можете заметить, что ваша концентрация
You can notice that when focused, you literally don't need to breathe. Return to starting position, gaze up. Tilt your head to the left. Return to starting position, to the right. Return to starting position. Slowly lift the shoulders, roll them forward. This isn't gymnastics. We energize our body. We observe prana getting active because we have an intention and act according to it. Due to the life force, prana, we can perform actions. Every single moment, prana nourishes, protects, and preserves. Reverse direction. Keep gazing upwards. The tongue is curled back. Return to starting position. Put your hands on the back of your head, your fingers intertwined. Bend your upper body sideways to the right. Feel the lower, middle, and upper back, the spine in the center. Perceive everything you feel in this posture as the presence of power, wisdom, and peace. Return to starting position. Stretch your spine up. Bend your upper body sideways to the left. In this position, feel all your body parts equally. Learn to perceive all changes as the activity of prana, the life force. Feel the forehead, back of the head, spine, and the whole body temple. Be aware of the presence of the Creator's almighty power in the here and now. Return to starting position. Stretch your spine up, bend backwards. Feel the upper, middle, and lower back, the whole body temple. This body temple is condensed light. This is the Holy Presence. The body temple with all its manifestations and components has emerged from this presence. All worlds, all shapes and forms, all bodies emerge from this holy presence. Return to starting position. Lean forward. Be very careful. Feel all parts of the body equally in this position. Be aware that everything you feel from head to toes is the presence of the almighty power of God, who has manifested as this entire space, as all types of energies that have condensed themselves in a form. Return to starting position. Pull your spine higher. The top of the head reaches up towards the sky. Put your hands down. Keep gazing into the space on the other side of your closed eyes. Feel the forehead, back of the head, spine, and the whole body temple. Perceive all the sensations in the body as the activity of prana, the life force. There is no pain, no joy. There is only the presence of the power and energy. There is the holy presence. Perceive everything you feel from head to toes as the presence of the Creator's almighty power in the here and now. The Creator is all in all. Kriya is the practice of the Creator's presence from head to toes. Good. Today you have learned how to energize your body, which can help you enter the meditative state. Meditation requires your correct attitude. It requires your body to be properly energized. The more frequently you practice and the longer the practice is, the better. If it seems that you can't enter this state, you need more energization practice. By mental projection or mental influence on all your body parts, you can activate tissue regeneration. You can ultimately transform this body temple into light. At the very least, the path will lead you to health and longevity, but it can ultimately turn your body to Divya Deha. This is what yogis call the body of light, or the divine body. Usually we talk about it during satsangs. Sometimes we touch upon it at the seminar too. It's very important for you to realize that the basic principle that works here is your intense concentration, allocating your attention among all your body parts and feeling these body parts. Then your central and peripheral nervous systems will function perfectly. This is the feed-forward and feedback system that you set up consciously. This is why the power of energization helps you in meditation. Meditation is linked to your evolution. Ultimately, meditation is samadhi. I wish that all practitioners be persistent and determined, that they get God's blessings, of course, and most importantly, gain the higher level of understanding of their purpose in life, of what they live for. This understanding accelerates the development because you know where you are heading, you know who you are, you know how to reach your goals, and success will certainly follow you. Hara Hari Om.